What's up, guys, and welcome back to week 2 of NFL predictions. So, my first week went pretty well. There were a couple that didn't go my way. In fact, there were actually a lot that didn't go my way. A lot of surprising games that happened in week 1. But, yeah. We're going to move on to week 2 predictions. So, to kick off week 2, we got Thursday night, Texans and Bengals. I'm really not looking forward to this game because it's... Hold on a second. Oh, crap. Oh my god. Anyways, whatever. Texans and Bengals. I got this. This is not going to be an exciting game because both of these teams just played like crap last week. When both those teams were actually favored to win. If either team did better, it was obviously the Texans because they at least scored. The Bengals just didn't even do anything. It's like they didn't even care. They didn't even score at all. I like Houston in this one, and plus they usually always beat Cincinnati. They ended their playoffs in 2011 and 2012. So, yeah, I like the Texans to win this one. Actually, it'll be a close game, I think. The Bengals will try this time. I don't know what happened to them last week, but I don't know if that was just one thing or if they're going to be a bad team or not, but I like Houston in a close one. I'll say 21-17. All right, Miami and San Diego. Oh, actually, what am I saying? Miami and the Chargers, the LA Chargers, first game in LA, first regular season game in LA for the Chargers. I would pick the Chargers in this one. The Dolphins, they didn't get to play last week, as you can see. It says coming off a bye right there. I was really looking forward to them seeing them play, but stupid Hurricane Irma had to mess everything up, and they got a week off and they're going to be rusty. And plus, they're traveling all the way across the country. So, I don't think the Dolphins will play that good. I like San Diego. And San Diego should have won last week, but they got a game-winning field goal blocked. Yeah, how often does that happen? So, I like San Diego. Why do I keep saying I'm so used to saying San Diego. It's the LA Chargers, so yeah, I like the Chargers to win it. I think they'll actually win it by at least 10. I'll say 31-20, Chargers win it. Titans and Jaguars. I like this matchup. The Jaguars played surprisingly well last week against the Texans. They completely blew out the Texans. I don't know if they're going to be a good team this year, or if that was just one thing. Either way, the AFC South is a very unpredictable division. We don't know who's going to win it. I still have my bets on the Titans, even though they lost to Oakland last week. But Oakland's a good team. They're going to be a good team this year. So I still have faith in the Titans, and I think they got this one. They will bounce back and get this win, 27-23. Jets and Raiders. Do we really need to get into this? The Jets are horrible. I mean, they played good last week, but let's be real. The Bills aren't much better than the Jets. The Raiders, they're still a Super Bowl contender. I like them in a blowout, actually. I'll say the Raiders win it 42-17. The Browns and the Ravens. The Browns actually played surprisingly well last week. I didn't expect them to, come close to beating the Steelers. They only lost by a field goal. The Ravens, I don't know what happened. Well, the Ravens just completely dominated the Bengals last week. I don't know if that means if they're going to be a good team, or if just the Bengals. I don't know. I just think the Bengals just didn't even try last week. They just basically were like, "Hey, Baltimore, you can have this win." I like the Ravens again. I don't think it'll be a blowout because the Browns actually are actually not that bad. I didn't think they'd do that good against Pittsburgh last week. I think they'll make it close, but I like Baltimore in the end. What's a good score? I like 24 20 Baltimore. Cowboys Broncos. I like this matchup. We got the Cowboys offense going out against the Denver's defense. That's going to be a great matchup. I think this is potentially game of the week. I'd like to pick Denver since they're at home, and Denver's a hard place to play. And let's be real, as an Eagles fan, I just don't like the Cowboys, but I have to pick them because they're obviously the better team. I don't think the Broncos are going to be a playoff team this year. I mean, they could, but I like the Cowboys in this one. It'll be a close game, though. 26-24. Cowboys win it. Alright, my game, the Eagles and the Chiefs. Being an Eagles fan, I'd love to pick them here. But the Chiefs, they're coming off a blowout win over Super Bowl champions. I have to pick the Chiefs in this one. I think it'll be a great game, but the Chiefs will win it. It'll be, actually, I think it'll be a high scoring game. 30 to 28, the Chiefs will win it. Cards and Colts. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Andrew Luck is back for the Colts. If he's not, then the Cardinals are obviously going to win. If they're playing Scott Tolzien or whatever his name is, the Colts are just going to get totally blown out. Like, look at last week. He threw, 3 pick sixes or something against the Rams defense? I don't know. I want them to start Jacoby Brissett because, I don't know. He did good last year for New England when Brady was suspended. I don't know. I have to pick Arizona in this one. If Andrew Luck was starting, then I'd pick the Colts, but as I heard, he's not starting, so I like Arizona. I like Arizona 26-16. I don't know. Bills, Panthers. Both these teams actually won last week, but let's be real. They both played bad teams. Like, the Bills beat the Jets and the Panthers beat the Niners. We don't know. It's in Carolina, so I'll pick the Panthers because I think they're a better team than the Bills. I'll think they'll improve upon last year's. And I don't know about the Bills. I think they're in downfall. I think a couple years ago they were doing good, and people thought they were going to get better, but it just seems every year they're just getting worse. So I like the Panthers in this one. 27-20. That's a pretty accurate score, I think. Patriots, Saints. I don't know. I'd like to pick the Saints at this one because they're at home and they're known for pulling off upsets. But I don't know. I still have to pick the Patriots. I think they'll bounce back from last week's stunning failure. I think they'll get the win, but the Saints will keep it close. I got the Patriots in this one. 35 to 28. That seems about right. Patriots will win it. Vikings and Pittsburgh. The Vikings actually played pretty well last week. But I don't know. The Steelers, I know they just barely beat the Browns last week, but let's be real. They're still a great team. They're still always going to be a good team. Well, not always, but they're going to be a good team for years to come. So I got Pittsburgh in this one. I'll go with 31 to 26. Yeah, that seems about right. Bears, Bucks. I'm very impressed with the Bears last week. I did not think they'd keep it that close against Atlanta. They actually almost won the game. They only lost by a touchdown or something. I was really impressed with them. I think they're a young team. And the Bucks, I think they're. I know they didn't get to play last week because of the hurricane, just like Dolphins. I was really looking forward to that game, mainly because it was a Battle of Florida. But it's whatever. I still like the Buccaneers. I know they're rusty because, they didn't get to play last week. And, they're, when, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I like the Buccaneers to win this one. I'll go with 23. No, that's not. 24 to 20. 24 to 22. That seems about right. Buccaneers will win it. Redskins and Rams. I know that, yeah. As an Eagles fan, you know, I do not believe in the Redskins whatsoever. I do not think they're going to be a good team this year. I like the Rams all the way. They played surprisingly well last week, but let's be real, I know they played a injured Colts team, you know, with Scott Tolzien, you know, as quarterback. The Rams actually blew the Colts out 46-9, but I don't think it'll be a blowout this time because the Redskins are healthy. They're unlike the Colts. But I still like the Rams in this one. 34-24. I think that seems about right. 49ers Seahawks. It's pretty obvious who I'm picking here. Seahawks all the way. They're at home. And the 49ers haven't been good for years. And they're not going to be good for years. So I like the Seahawks. And plus they're dominant at home. Seahawks in a blowout. I think 38-17. That seems about right. Packers and Falcons Sunday night. First game at the first game at the Falcons' new stadium. Second year in a row that a team is opening their stadium in week 2 on Sunday Night Football, and second year in a row it's the Packers who are visiting the team's stadium opener. I like the Falcons in this one. I think they're a better team. They beat the Packers twice last year, completely destroyed them in the NFC Championship game. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but it'll be a close game. It'll be a very exciting game, I think. But I like the Falcons to win it. Sorry, Femboy, but I have to pick the Falcons. 29-27. Falcons won it. And then finally, the Monday night game, the Lions and Giants. I guess I'll roll with the Giants here. You know, I want to pick the Lions, but I have to pick the Giants because they're a better team. They're going to go to the playoffs this year. I know they struggled last week, but, you know, let's be real. They didn't have their top wide receiver, Odell. So the Giants, they'll probably still make the playoffs. I don't know about the Lions. They're an under. Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The Lions are an underrated team, though. I mean, they look last year. No one expected them to make the playoffs. People expected them to be like one of the worst teams in the NFL. I still like the Lions as a team, but they're not going to win this game. I like the Giants, and plus the Giants are at home, so I got the Giants to win this one. 34 to 20. 34 to 28. I got the Giants in this one. And yep, those are my week 2 predictions. Hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more predictions throughout the season, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of them. And I will see you guys for week 3 predictions. Have a good week, everybody.